Good morning and welcome to All Things Podcast with me, O Nazi. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We are now sitting at 200. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. Subscribe. It's been 5 days and the National High Command is silent. Silent. Floyd came and told us a lot of shocking things. He told us that they lied to you. They told you that I was fired because of my trip to Malawi. No, that's not what I was told. I was told that I'm being fired because I want to overthrow President Zuma. I was told that I'm being fired because I'm using multi voodoo to make people disappear in the party and to overthrow president. I was fired because people are saying I can't even go to parliament because I said I will use parliament to overthrow or to take over the party. That's what Floyd told us last Thursday. It's day 5 today. Not a statement from the National High Command, not a statement from the MKP refuting what Floyd has said. Not only has he said that, he told us that not less than 7 million rand leaves the bank accounts of MKP monthly. The National High Command is silent. Could there be truth to what Floyd has told us? And if Floyd is lying, why is the National High Command not coming to defend itself? Why is MKP not putting out a statement refuting what Floyd has said? Because every day commanders are coming out defending the MKP. But please, commanders, are near on your high command. We cannot take what you're saying serious because you are not privy to the decisions of the high command. You are not aware of the intelligence report used on Floyd. You are not aware of what was said about Floyd. You had it from him last Thursday. So you don't have any inside information. So when you come as MKP commanders to defend the organization, what weight does your defense carry? High command, come defend your party. You've been accused of being political scoundrels. You've been accused of milking 7 million a month. You've been accused of two fake intelligence reports, and you are quiet. Why is the National High Command quiet? Why are they not saying anything? Is Floyd telling the truth? Is Floyd lying? We want to know. Why is the National High Command silent? Whenever the National High Command is silent, it tells you that they have nothing to say. And not because they have nothing to say, it's because what was said is true. Example, Tutuzile Zuma came and insulted Floyd. The National High Command, not even one member of the National High Command, came in defense of the SG or even the office of the SG. None whatsoever. They were all silent till this day. Not even one member of the National High Command came in support of the SG or the office of the SG at least. How can your party's SG be insulted publicly and none of you says anything? Not even addressing the issue, but to say the office of the SG must be respected by anyone. Whether you are the member of the National High Command or part of the National High Command, top 8 or top 45, everyone must respect the office of the SG because the office of the SG was treated like I don't know, and the National High Command was silent. Could it be that the National High Command shared the same sentiment as Dutu? Could it be that the National High Command felt the same way, or Tutu was representing what the National High Command felt or felt at the time? That's why they were silent. Till this day, she has never been disciplined, and this is what break the camel the the camel's back because people are saying Dudu has never been charged. She has never been disciplined. But you've got Floyd, who the National High Command rushed to discipline, and not only to discipline, but to destroy, to remove him from the party. And people are saying, no, 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 this is not fair. And people are saying, we love Zuma, we love MKP, but this decision, we are against it. For the first time, people disagree with Zuma. For the first time, people are questioning Zuma. You understand? And a lot of people are coming out to say, no, when Zuma acts, he knows what he's doing. He has calculated what he's doing. Really, we know that. We know that. But now, that's in the past. In the past, Zuma has never disappointed us. In the past, Zuma has never surprised us. Zuma has never shocked us. It is for the first time that a decision that is not sound has been taken. And people are questioning that unsound decision. It's not an attack on Zuma. It's not an attack on MKP. It's a decision. This one decision. And commanders are coming in to say no, 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 no. In fact, a lot of them they were actually questioning the decision until Floyd came and announced on Thursday that he'll be consulting to form a political party. And people said, no, no, no. Now he's forming a political party. No, no, no. Let's protect MKP. Yeah, you're protecting MKP from what? From Floyd? I mean, you have a wound that is bleeding you, and that wound it's to Lesoma. As soon you deal with the disciplinary Zuma, I think you will have control. It will give assurance to it will destroy the doubts that people are having. Because they will see that no, there are no untouchables here. Because Floyd has told us that they are untouchables. And he said the untouchables, they 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 insult them. And we know who insulted him. And so, commanders, yes, protect your MKP, protect your president, but address the issue. Why are you so afraid? Ukekhelezi never speaks about the issue. Ukodole never spoke about it. Recently, they spoke, but they never touched that. And that is the cause of what is happening today. And why is the high command silent? Because the silence of the high command, it makes the commanders to speculate, to speak and fight amongst themselves. But if they can come out and say Floyd is lying, it is not true what he said. There is no intelligent report on him gaining spiritual powers to destroy MKP. There is no intelligent report on him using parliament to destroy MKP. In fact, Floyd is lying. There is no such thing as 7 million leaving the coffers of MKP. Why is the National High Command silent? In fact, Floyd told us that all the TGs of MKP never resigned willingly. They were put it out because they were questioning how the funds were being used. And in order to silence them, the political scoundrels did what? Remove those TGs. Why is the National High Command not coming out in defense of its party? Because all these things that was said by Floyd, it's bad. And none of the previous TGs came and said, no, Floyd is wrong. I resigned on my own. So far, because nothing that Floyd has said has been refuted, it remains the truth that we have. National High Command, you are destroying the credibility of MKP. The credibility of MKP is not destroyed by Floyd, it's being destroyed by the National High Command. Zuma said, don't speak anything because aniyoni High Command. Koti High Command ayikhulumi. Ayikhulume phela High Command. It's been 5 days. Please protect the integrity of the party. I mean, if anything, if Floyd is correct, heads must roll. If Floyd is correct, then it will be a big embarrassment to the party. If Floyd is correct that he was removed based on the intelligence report, this will be the biggest embarrassment to the MKP because it will show that MKP lied to us. Did MKP lie to the nationally? I mean, you went on national TV and told a lie that you are removing the man because of going to a church, and it turns out that is not true. Really? All right. On another news, do you know, you guys, that John Steinhausen and Sinao Tambo tweeted the exact same words, same message about Floyd's Spressa? They said the same thing. Now Let me read you what Senator Tambo said. It's there on your screen. There are two things on the MKP which its former Secretary General raised, which are of lawful concern. One, the allegation that the official opposition in South Africa is receiving funding from Morocco, which undermines the Political Funding Act. Two, the allegation of withdrawal of 7 million a month from party covers, which is unaccounted for and may affect the party's registration status with the IEC. These two things are of national concern and perhaps must be looked into. The rest was an attempt at charisma and attempts to cast doubts in the ranks of EFF. That's in our tumble. All right? Now listen to what Steinhazen. There it is on your screen. There are two things on the MKP which its former Secretary General raised which are of lawful concern. One, the allegation that the official opposition in South Africa is receiving funding from Morocco, which undermines the Political Funding Act. Two, the allegation of a withdrawal of 7 million a month from party coffers, which is unaccounted for and may affect the party's registration status with the IEC. These two things are of national concern and perhaps must be looked into. The rest was an attempt at charisma and attempts to cast doubts in the ranks of the EFF. So Join Steenhuisen and Sina Utambo said the exact same thing, word for word. Is that possible? Is that possible? And and here are some of the reactions. This one is from Ronald Nyati. Ronald Nyati says there is certainly plagiarism here from these two. Who plagiarized? He's saying one copied the other, and he says who plagiarized? And you have Banele at Gentlemen's, the DA and the EFF members tweeting the same things. What's happening here? Ah, and now Floyd Shivambu responded and said the source or handler or puppet master is the same. So they didn't compare notes. So he's saying the one who gave Steinhazen these words also gave to Sinao Tambo. What's your take on that one? Is there a handler that handles DA and the economic freedom fighters? And where did Sinao Tambo get this message? And where did Johnston hasn't get this message? Exact same word. Where there's a comma, there's a comma. Where there's an exactly the same thing. What happened? What happened? Well, so here's our short video for the day. And yeah, commanders, fighters, you need to be united. You need to, African, you must be united. And you guys now are fighting over things that are immaterial. Whether Floyd is going or is not going, that's immaterial. He's a black brother. You're a black brothers. Unite, unite. And leave personality. Okay, personality politics, leave that. You understand? We know what we want as black people. You know what you want. But you love fighting each other than fighting for what you want. Blacks, you love fighting each other than fighting for what you want, than fighting for your vision. You fight one another. Let's stop that. Let's stop that. We are brothers. We are sisters. We were all oppressed. All of us. Yes, they were Ascaris. Yes, they were sellouts. But let's isolate all sellouts. But if a brother speaks our language, if a brother wants and desire what we desire, why fight him because he does not wear the color of our shirt? Why fight him because he does not belong to our ranks? But does he want the same things we want? It doesn't matter which vehicle you are driving, but are you going to where I'm going? We're going to the same destination, brothers and sisters. Let's unite, man. Let's be one. And we don't have to be all under EFF. We don't have to all to be under MKP. We don't have to be all under Maibuye. In our corners, the vision is the same. The war is the same. We're fighting for the same things. Let's fight in our corners and come and unite and tackle the enemy and kick the enemy out. But we love dividing ourselves amongst our leaders. Oh, my leader is the best leader. This one is posting their leader. Oh, this is my leader. Ah, CIC. Ah, Baba. Ah, this. Come on, people. We will never achieve anything as long we're like that. We need to change our mindset. Let's free ourselves mentally. We need to change our mindset. We need to be freed here. Julius Malema is a great leader. Zuma is a great leader. Floyd is a great leader. All great leaders. All right? All great leaders. Whether you like him or you hate him, whether you love Malema or you hate Malema, whether you love Zuma or you hate Zuma, he's a great leader on his own right. He's got influence. Zuma has influence. Malema has influence. Floyd has influence. Both men have followers. But now to call the followers of another man stupid, foolish, to call the followers of another man this and that, that is very divisive. So these political parties are the ones dividing themselves, and therefore they cannot work together because of what they've said. And some they continue saying those things to remain relevant. Please, people, unite. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.